That ninth place battle right now being assumed by Joe Milliken. He takes ninth. Buddy Baker going 10th. Dick Brooks runs 11th. Ricky Rudd going 12th. J.D. McDuffie is 13th. Back at the point, it's going to be Neil Bonnet showing a car length of a lead over Labonte. Then 3 car lengths back to Bobby Allison, who feels a challenge for third place from Waldron. We have problems high in turns 3 and 4. A car spinning. One goes flipping up against and over the guardrail as we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars involved. Back to the tower.
A bad crash in turns 3 and 4 as one car out of control goes right up through the middle of the pack and completely nails one car over the fence. It is out of the speedway. Jackie Root.
There are 4 cars involved. The safety crew has been dispatched to the car that is over the wall, and we'll give you a report on that momentarily. From Michigan International Speedway, this is the MRN Broadcasting Company.
Caution here at Michigan International Speedway on the 21st lap this afternoon of the Champion Spark Plug 400. It came out just a moment ago as the cars were heading up into turn number 3. It appeared that an engine might have let go on one of the machines of a driver from Charlotte, North Carolina, D.K. Ulrich's car, and some of the cars getting into that oil up there skittered up toward the wall. For an update on what happened just momentarily, let's go up to Eli Gold.
All right, Barney, as you said, D.K. Ulrich's car right now continues to limp through turns 3 and 4. It's made it just about all the way around again. He was the only car coming by us eventually who was smoking, so we suspect it was his engine that came unglued. Buddy Arrington went one way into the grass. He spun and is back underway. He's all right. James Hylton also spun. The H.B. Bailey car, the Houston, Texas driver, the car right now that is on the speedway that seems to be the most severely damaged. It sits to the area just underneath that retaining line, the safety line, near the infield grass exiting turn number 4. HB is out of the automobile. What is left of the automobile as the front end is pretty well crunched in. The guardrail just at the top point, that apex between turns 3 and 4, the guardrail pretty well smashed down to a level of the speedway. One car outside the racetrack surface, and we'll wait for an update from the tower.
And that car that has gone outside the speedway, the latest report from NASCAR is that it's car number 39, and that would be Blackie Wangerin of Bloomington, Minnesota, in the Wangerin Racing Mercury. The GMC safety trucks have been dispatched to the outside of turns 3 and 4, and they are working to extricate that car from its precarious position at the present time.
So that is the machine that did go over the wall. Again, a couple of the cars coming together. It looked like it went right up over the hood of the machine, tagged the wall, and flipped outside the track. The safety crews were on the scene within seconds, and we're waiting for a report from the NASCAR officials now as to the condition of driver Blackie Wangerin. He is the car that went over the wall, Jackie Root.
Going over again the cars that have been involved: H.B. Bailey, D.K. Ulrich, Buddy Arrington, James Hylton, and the car again that we are awaiting confirmation as to the condition of the driver is Blackie Wangerin from Bloomington, Minnesota. His car literally left the facility midway between turns 3 and 4. And for a recap of that accident, let's go to Eli Gold.
Well, Jackie, again, D.K. Ulrich showing the problems. That car right now being given a friendly push from one of the safety crew here. That car evidently with the engine coming unglued and the oil and the lack of visibility because of the white smoke pretty well cluttered up the entrance to turn number 3. Then, as cars began to spin and avoid him, Buddy Arrington going one way, James Hylton the other. H.B. Bailey kind of caught up in a sandwich there and had his number 36 automobile somewhat mangled. Those drivers are all right. And again, Blackie Wangerin, as we said right now, we watch the safety crews, many of whom are attending to the car that has completely gone outside the racing surface. The guardrail, just at the highest point between turns number 2 and 3, seems to be pancaked flat down, equal on level to the racing surface, as though it's a ramp now that's exiting the speedway and gone off into the treed and wooded area behind the racetrack there. Many safety crews were there, and again, you've got to give credit. Oftentimes you think about the safety crews getting to the racing surface itself so very, very quickly to avoid any potential problems and clean up what's already happened. These guys were outside the racing surface and back into a tree and fern area very, very quickly. Right now, there are about 4 cars there, or 4 safety crew members there. As far as their trucks are concerned, about 20 or so personnel of MIS and the area security that are also milling around. Our vantage point here in turns 3 and 4 again gives perfect location as far as view and visibility of the race course itself, where normally we do broadcast the action. This happening outside the speedway where our view is somewhat limited.
Barney, this is not the first time that a car has left the facility here in United States Auto Club Norton Twin 250 several years ago. It went out almost in precisely the same area. And for an update on the condition of some of the cars and what's happening during this caution on pit road, let's go to Ned Jarrett.